our virtual event that's taking place on
March 12th.
Thank you. And it's called Women versus Inflammation, Prevent and Reverse Heart Disease and Inflammation for Women.
And has 7 CEUs for RNs and RDs.
But anybody can come. Anybody can attend. Male or women or anybody. But since I'm a nurse, I can only get CEUs for nurses. Hi, I'm Jane Esselstyn.
I'm Ann Esselstyn.
And today we're making something called Pepperidge sandwiches. And Pepperidge is the name of our street, but we make them every sort of winter holiday when we have, my parents host a big party and we do singing of Christmas carols and other songs. And if you're following along, we're in Plant Strong on page 169. And these are amazing, delicious things. And my mom and I have like this ritual. You and I, every day on the 23rd, we just for hours in the kitchen make these. So
tons of them.
And it's sort of a wonderful use of time because we're together, we're chatting, we're talking. People come in and help, or they eat them, and they are not very helpful. But it's the whole ritual of it, which you gotta love. And what my mom always does ahead of time is she prepares the best part.
Now, lots of people, there's nothing like making your own roasted red peppers. Nothing. Jarred peppers can't touch them when you compare to, and you know what? It isn't hard. It takes a little time because you have to roast, and it's kind of fun to peel them. And then you just put different spices and some vinegar and
some garlic. We actually have a video of her making these exact red peppers, and it's we'll have a little side panel fly.
And it's so great to have leftovers to put in salad, to put on any sandwich.
I eat these plain. With the spices, just so everyone knows, the spices that you put on there, Mommy, you put balsamic vinegar,
basil, thyme, oregano, and one more.
You have garlic,
rosemary.
Basil, rosemary, thyme, oregano.
There's 5.
Vinegar. Thank you. And so these are all marinated in there. You made these like 2 days ago? So just
yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Gosh. Okay.
And but they last a long time. That's the other cool thing.
Unless I'm around them. And the next thing we do is, I'm going to have Wade focus here, is we have roasted red peppers and we have barbecued portobellos. And these are already cooked, but I'm going to, because we wanted to make these with you today, but I'm going to show you how we just take our portobello and we slice them just into thin slices of portobello. And once we have them all dialed in, and we cook trays and trays of these, but we put them out on the tray, and I don't know how thick is this. Again, it's not a 1/4 inch, but not a 1/2 inch. And this obviously is a huge tray of them. And then we just put some barbecue sauce on. We prefer to use, the company bone sucking sauce.
Oh, and you get the thicker style.
Or it is not. And if you like hot barbecue sauce, go for it. But we don't. And I'm just going to spread this around. Make sure it kind of.
You put it on thick.
Well, we like it thick style, like you just said.
Well, I mean, it says here, thicker style on the jar.
So I like to have it coating it, because otherwise it just kind of dries out the mushrooms, which is no big deal. But and then we would roast this till it kind of looks like it's done. I could not really tell you the exact time. The recipe will tell you the exact time. I'm not going to bother roasting those right now because these are ready to go.
And then bread.
And we each have our stations. My mom has her station. I have my station. We're using
the Sprouted Power Silver Hills bread. However, I like their little big bread, which is small slices. And I just like
thin slices.
That's what I meant, thinner slices. And
I have the squirrely kind. I'm taking a whole bunch. We're gonna make a bunch. We're making all these.
I know, but I'm gonna just do a couple at a time.
I'm gonna do a whole bunch at a time too, because we gotta get rid of all these ingredients. So what we do on each. Thank you. I don't know why that hot sauce is here. We don't need it. Thank you, Wade.
Some hummus. Start with, and the thing about the hummus is that you can make your own easily. Get hummus without oil. It's key not to have oil. Figure out some way. If you have heart disease, try and avoid the tahini. But
so do we put hummus on both sides? Every year we have the same discussion. Do we do hummus on both sides?
Well, on mine I do.
Okay.
Yours won't be as good as mine. If
No,
they don't.
I'm following your lead, my love. Oh, come on. So, what's so great is that we have our whole street. I mean, we're making this in 2021, and COVID is dominating the scene. So we are not having a live party as we did for the last 3,000 years. We are meeting outside in the driveway with all these campfires. So but we're still making them. And people, oh, go ahead.
Green onions,
On one side or both?
one side.
Okay. I'm going to put spinach on the other side.
And then,
Oh, I forgot this one. So we have a layer of, I put spinach down on my other
Green
side
onion.
to keep it so it would stick, but maybe that's not the way you do it.
yeah, the spinach is fine to put on one way.
Okay, well, I was going to talk about, so our street, it does not by any means have everybody who's a plant-based eater, but everyone who comes to the party, they just flock around these sandwiches and our kale bruschetta. Actually, Wade, can you fly on the kale bruschetta recipe here? Because the kale bruschetta, which is very, it's like a holly bush. It's green with these red little lights on it. They're gone. They're gone. I mean, no matter how many we make, they're gone. All right, so we've got scallions.
And I'm going to put next onto here my
Oh, you're going to put the portobellos?
portobellos.
Okay. And we put about 3 or 4 per sandwich?
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then the roasted red peppers. They're in strips, so you can put as many strips as you choose.
And it's such great flavor. Oh, just the combination of like the sweet barbecue and the...
Oh, I got a nice fat one here. I need to tear it a bit.
Okay, so portobellos, roasted red pepper. Yum. God, just smelling those just makes me get so hungry. I'm not making sense with mine now. I need to put, I have 3 sandwiches going. I keep forgetting to do my third. Scallions and, I don't have a lot of hummus on that one. Oh well. I have one that doesn't have a lot of hummus.
Won't be as good.
Won't be as good. I'll eat it.
All right, and then if you choose or not, where is something for my hands?
I know, this is, we go through so much. My mom has paper towels at her house. I don't. We go through so many dish towels.
I can't live without paper towels. All right, then avocado.
A little bit of avocado on which side are you going to put it? Spinach?
No, because you won't. It won't flap. Flap over. And I love using the tovolo to get the avocado out. So here we go. I'm going to lid one. And what I would do now, and I just don't have, I didn't bring it over, is I would have my broccoli sprouts. I would have a whole pile of broccoli sprouts.
Oh, that's a new addition. Yeah, that's a new addition.
Ha! Woo!
Yay. Okay, so I think I have all this on here too. And sometimes in the past, occasionally my mom has even cut the crust off, but I think we're now just letting everyone eat the crust. Helps fill them up. Okay, do I have everything that you have? Kinda? I forgot to put a lot of hummus on this side, so I'm gonna add this. I'm putting hummus on top of the scallions on this one. Okay. Oh, you did it. You lidded.
Lidded.
You flipped your lid.
Lidded.
I wonder if that's the expression comes from. Flipped your lid. Like, what does that mean if you flip your lid?
Well,
You made your sandwich? It's a good thing.
now you kind of go crazy because you've done this absolutely delicious sandwich.
Here, and I have our platter ready to go. The Jane and Brian platter, made by us by a friend. Oh, you're doing crossing in half. We used to do in quarters. What are you doing? Really?
I'm doing in halves.
We've never do it that way.
Well,
We always are so careful to do it in quarters because
Jane,
there's so many people.
I'm
at the
making a
party.
mess of one of my sides.
You trained me how to cut it, how to quarter it even with the crust off to be able to make it. Oh, so there you go. These little party sandwiches, Pepper Ridge Road sandwiches. It screams holiday. I cannot believe you did a diagonal cut.
Well,
Oh, look at you. clever.
I don't think I got a good knife.
Here, this one's good. Well, you have to have a serrated one. Here, that's a, you've got like a chef knife. All right, well, we're gonna crank through and make a whole bunch of these right now, and hopefully you're making yours too. So we're gonna be right back while we finish making a ton of ours, and we're gonna make them high speed. So we have used most of our building material for our sandwiches. We still have a little bits of here and there left over, and we are ready to dive in and feast. So please try these peppered sandwiches if you're ever hosting people. It's a winner across the board.
The two things you got to make sure you have are the portobello mushrooms and the roasted red peppers that you roast from scratch.
Yes, 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 yes. All right, hey, cheers and happy party on wherever you're serving these.
Delicious eating.
All right, bye-bye.